The film begins with a group of friends who have to complete a film project for college. The problem is, they don't have a unique topic, something that would set their project apart and take it to the next level, something mysterious and interesting. Ellen gives them an intriguing idea by inviting them to her house, which is entirely decorated in a slasher theme. All the friends are impressed when they see Ellen's house. Ellen herself is very fascinated by serial killers. She has put up pictures of serial killers all around and has many other items related to serial killing displayed. She tells them about a serial killer who, 5 years ago, murdered 200 people at once. This killer wore a clown mask and was known as Mr. Creep. His reign of terror was so extreme that people had stopped leaving their homes. His method of killing was also very unusual. He would first kidnap his victims, make them unconscious, take them to his farm, and murder them there. The way he killed his victims, he would broadcast it live on old televisions. Ellen then tells them that she is part of a group that admires Mr. Creep. Through this group, she learned that Mr. Creep is still alive and that his broadcasts can still be caught on old TVs and antennas. John thinks what she's saying is complete nonsense, but the others find it very intriguing. If this story were true, it would make for an incredibly interesting film topic. A guaranteed hit. They then set up an old TV and an antenna. John still believes all their efforts will be in vain, but he's shocked when the antenna actually picks up Mr. Creep's channel and a live broadcast is still running. In the broadcast, they see a creepy doll, the same kind Mr. Creep used to place near his victims. Even now, Mr. Creep is seen capturing and killing a man. The group becomes determined to find Mr. Creep. Ellen then shares some even more shocking and interesting news with them. That was the jail where Mr. Creep had been kept. One day it suddenly caught fire. All the police officers ran away from the station, and even the prisoners escaped. From that day onwards, the police station was permanently closed. But what was even more interesting was that all the files and data inside were still there. Maybe they could find Mr. Creep's file there. With that hope, they headed to the abandoned police station. Everyone was excited, except for John. John felt that all of this was wrong. When he couldn't convince anyone to back out, he decided he would wait outside the police station while the others went inside to search for Mr. Creep's file. Ellen was filming the entire police station to make a documentary. She instructed everyone to search for the files while she went upstairs to check. Some strange figure, like a shadow, seemed to be following her. She got scared for a moment, but then brushed it off as her imagination and started checking the lockups. Inside one of the lockups, she found the same creepy doll belonging to Mr. Creep, the one shown during the live broadcast. She started recording a video of it. Suddenly, she sensed someone behind her. But when she turned around, no one was there. When she turned back to look at the doll, she was shocked to find that it had disappeared. She immediately thought of leaving the lockup, but in the blink of an eye, someone appeared right in front of her. It was Mr. Creep, and he locked her inside the lockup. Ellen was terrified and began screaming in fear. Hearing her cries, her friends rushed to rescue her and asked, "Who locked you in here?" Ellen said nothing. She was just nervous. In a panic, she said, "Let's get out of here quickly." As soon as they left, we saw Mr. Creep's doll, silently watching them from behind. Outside, Ellen was shouting that they needed to get away from this place. Otherwise, he would come, and he would kill her. When Ellen got home, they asked her who was after her. Ellen told them the truth, that Mr. Creep was after her, but no one believed her. John started to think that Ellen was hallucinating because she knew Mr. Creep so well, and now she had become too obsessed with him, to the point her mind was creating hallucinations about him. They wanted to review more footage of Mr. Creep for their documentary. They tried calling Ellen too, but she was nowhere to be found. Her phone was switched off. Where did she go? She hadn't even informed anyone. Anyway, they played a tape of Mr. Creep, a recording of a police interrogation. The police asked him, "You have killed 200 people. Where are their bodies? Return their remains to their loved ones with dignity." But Mr. Creep refused. He said, "Their bodies, their souls, everything belongs to me. They will stay with me forever." The police then asked, "Why did you kill them all?" Mr. Creep replied, "I didn't kill them of my own free will. I was forced to." He said that voices echoed in his mind, commanding him to commit these acts. The police asked, "What kind of voices? Whose voices?" Mr. Creep answered, "The voice of God echoes in my mind. He tells me to kill. He tells me the names of the people to kill. Whom do I have to kill? God has challenged me to kill 200 people. After that, if I kill my son, then my family, and finally myself, I will become the new God of this world." "I have made a contract with a god." The policeman asks, "Do those voices still echo in your mind?" Mr. Creep says, "Yes, and now the name coming to my mind is Beth's." In the present, we see that Beth was extremely frightened after hearing all this, because how could Mr. Creep mentions Beth's name on a 20-year-old tape? Suddenly, the tape stops. Beth realizes her life is now in danger. She wonders where she could go for help. While going through the files, she discovers a journalist named Mary, someone who was a fan of Mr. Creep, just like Ellen. They decide to go to her house. When they meet Mary and talk to her, they are shocked. Mary has a very different perspective about the serial killer. She says, "For you, he may be a serial killer, but for me, he is a very nice person." She explains that she says this because she knows about his life story. She also knows who turned him into a monster, his own parents. They used to torture and beat him, keeping him locked in a room without food or water for weeks. This caused him to grow a deep hatred for humanity. He loved a Joker mask and always kept it with him. But his mother grew angry about the mask and decided to burn it while he was still wearing it. The mask burned and melted onto his face, fusing with his mouth permanently. Mr. Creep's mouth was severely burned, and the mask became a permanent part of him. Doctors tried hard to remove it, but when it didn't come off, Mr. Creep had to live his entire life wearing that mask. From that moment on, Mr. Creep's heart was filled with hatred for everyone, and he decided that he would become the god of this world. After that, God's voice started echoing in his mind, and Mr. Creep began killing everyone. He became a serial killer. A woman tells him, "I'll bring you a file. It will help you with your documentary." After she leaves, Beth turns to her partner and says, "What a crazy woman. She's supporting a serial killer." Mary had overheard their conversation. Furious, she came out and attacked them, enraged that they had spoken badly about Mr. Creep. She came armed with a knife to kill them. As she tried to stab John, Beth attempted to save him from behind, causing Mary's own knife to get stuck in her body. Mary died instantly. The others were terrified. They had just committed a murder. In a panic, they quickly got into their car, but their fear only grew when they heard Mary's laughter from behind them. Now the sound of continuous laughter was coming from behind. It seemed as if some spirit or soul was after them. They wondered, was it Mr. Creep? To find out, they called Ellen again, because Ellen knew the most about Mr. Creep, but Ellen didn't answer their calls. When they went to her house, she wasn't there either. The scene cuts to Ellen, walking through the bushes while recording everything on camera. She was scared too, saying, "He's going to kill me. He's after me." Meanwhile, back at Ellen's house, everyone realizes that Ellen had decided to meet Mr. Creep, and he had hacked into the police system to find out where Mr. Creep's live broadcast was still coming from, and she had even gone there. Beth and her companions became scared and decided to go and save Ellen's life. John was still afraid and refused to go with them. But then we see Ellen appearing on an old TV that was there. Ellen was crying. It was the same channel where Mr. Creep's videos were being broadcast. They saw her crying and begging them to come and save her, saying, "My life is in danger." After watching this video, John also agreed to help them, meaning he was ready to help save Ellen. They started preparing to go. Beth gave one camera and one whistle to each of her three companions, so that even if they were far apart and there was no signal, they could still call each other by blowing the whistle. Before leaving, they had decided that if they saw Mr. Creep, they would immediately run away without worrying about anything. They then found out about Mr. Creep's hut through the system and went there. As they reached the spot, their car suddenly broke down, and we saw a shadow pulling Beth out of the car. That shadow dragged her inside the farm. Beth was crying and extremely scared. She tried to signal the others by blowing the whistle, but no sound came out. Meanwhile, John and the other companion heard the sound of a whistle coming from the other side. When they rushed there, they found no one. As they started coming back towards the car, surprisingly, their car had also disappeared, and they were completely stranded there. They heard the sound of a whistle again from behind. As he ran toward the direction of the whistle, he didn't find Beth there either, but he did find his car. He was shocked to see how his car had gotten there. He quickly opened the door, got into the car, and saw that Mr. Creep's doll was placed inside. Seeing this, he got scared, and then a shadow appeared again. The shadow strangled him and killed him there. John's other companions and Beth found each other. He told her that John had gone out to look for her, and now he had disappeared. They both decided to stick together and find both Ellen and John. They arrived at the hut from where Mr. Creep's videos were broadcast. Unaware, they felt as if a shadow had appeared behind them. Before the shadow could kill them, they saw Ellen there. She was holding Mr. Creep's doll and was behaving as if she was possessed or under someone's control. She quickly turned around and looked at Beth. Then it was shown that a shadow killed Beth's other companion too, and Beth fell unconscious. When she regained consciousness, she found herself locked in a coffin along with her dead partner. Terrified, she pulled herself out of the coffin and started running. While running, she reached a cemetery filled with graves. She realized it must be Mr. Creep's graveyard, where he buried all his victims. To save herself, she ran as fast as she could, and her own car came in front of them. She took a breath of peace, and as soon as she opened the car door, Mr. Creep came out from inside, caught her, and killed her right then and there. Mr. Creep had now finished off all four of them. In the post-credits scene of the movie, Mr. Creep's show is shown again, where Mr. Creep is sitting with the dead bodies of these four friends in front of him. With this, the movie ends here. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Also subscribe to this channel for more horror stories like this.